Are you ready to die hard, guys?
Oh, boy.
Ooh, I sure am.
No, what a title.
Willis, yeah.
So, hello, everyone, and welcome back. Storm here.
Mom here.
Kimmy here.
So, we're going to be watching Die Hard today. I think all three of us are blind to this. I've never seen this. I only know Bruce Willis.
I've heard of it, but I've never seen it.
Bruce Willis is in this. And I'm reading the description now. Super cop Bruce Willis battles terrorists inside a Los Angeles skyscraper in this action classic. So this is a classic. This came out in 1988. We're going to be watching on Amazon today. There's a lot of movies of Die Hard. I'm like, I think there's maybe 1 or 2 movies, but there's like 5 because going through Amazon, it was showing every year a new one came out. And I'm like, whoa. So we've gotten this request quite a few times, usually around the holiday season. So I don't know if it's a holiday movie or not. I'm kind of assuming it is. So I put on my holiday jammies. I'm curious. I do like Bruce Willis a lot. I'm hoping we'll recognize other people in it as well. It is rated R, so I think we can handle it. It's an older rated R, 1988. Die Hard.
Yes.
So what is this about? He's a cop. And about dying hard. So people die a lot in
terrorists.
this,
He's a terrorist in L.A.
Oh boy, in a skyscraper.
Yeah, battling terrorists. So people who die hard, terrorists like sacrificing themselves for the better good in their beliefs or whatever, or him avoiding death. So I hope you guys are having a good holiday season. It is a weird season for sure. It's hard.
Sure.
Thank God we have Zoom again because we can communicate really well with this. We do see each other from afar when we can, on the porch, when it's nice out. We know a lot of people with COVID, and we've had a lot of exposure through family and friends and deaths and a lot of hardships for a lot of people. But everyone right now is doing good on our end, and Kimmy had COVID way back when it first started, and you work on the front lines, so it's hard. But you do what you can, and I hope all of you guys are doing as good as you can be doing, and we get so many wonderful comments through, so many fans of ours that we help them get through a lot of hard times, whether it's more simplified or very tragic, and that is so heartwarming and oh my God, it really hits home, and that means a lot to us that you guys, that we can bring you some comfort to a certain extent and entertain you guys and have fun together. So hopefully we can keep that going, and this really helps us out a lot too because it's great to see each other all the time.
That's
in
right.
This format.
You can watch a movie with our
It's
mom.
hard, but it's definitely a lot of fun to do that. And
Right.
most of you know, watching our channel for so long, that we get along really well. We're close, and we just never watched movies together. It wasn't a big thing at all.
That was
together
one
at all.
thing we just
Now we are.
And it started off as a joke because we watched The Revenant, and then that sparked, hey, let's do reactions. I didn't even know they were called reactions.
Kimmy too.
Yeah.
Kimmy's reactions were really good.
They were really good. And I freak out too, but Kim, you are the star, really.
Yes, she is.
And Mom, you are too.
bad.
But Kim,
Oh my God,
it's so good because you get so into it, but you're like that kind of reactor where you're not only freaking out, reacting top notch, you're in the moment. It's not like you lose yourself and you don't know what's going on. Like, you watch every moment. So it's like, oh my God, that guy's head just came up. Oh my God,
Don't open the door.
Retreat. Like, you're constantly right in the moment where you guys telling me, I learned over the years, that you are always aware of what's going on, but you just freak out when it's scary. Where other people, from what I've heard from fans, is that when people freak out, they tend to lose track and not pay attention to what they're watching anymore, or go on a tangent that's not to do, or focus on the film, So we're very unique in that way. And Kim, you are amazing.
Kim is, yes.
So we have come far from that, but we still get very scared during certain things, especially when it's rated R. That's why we say older rated R is not as scary, but it can be.
Yes,
they
can.
Yeah, and I've only heard good
Alien.
things about Die Hard. Aliens, and there's so many other alien movies that we still haven't seen yet. So they have not been requested for quite some time. But again, we get so many requests, and we're getting through them. And this year alone, again, we're watching over double of what we ever used to do. We started doing one a week, which was big movie-wise, and then we started doubling up over the summertime, thanks to you guys. So if you don't mind checking out our Patreon, that's what really helps us keep creating. I'm curious what this is about, so should we just get into it and watch?
Yes.
Yes, let's do it.
Absolutely.
Die Hard.
Can't do that without a truck.
I don't know. The music's
Let's
bad.
work together.
Oh,
Over to AC.
And then right up to
Then
him.
back to Worthy, right?
Oh,
my
he just
God.
shot.
oh, jeez. Whoa. Okay.
Oh,
Oh, poor
I
guy.
thought he was going to be a
Didn't have
bad
a chance.
guy.
Whoa. Oh, jeez. Oh, crying.
Oh,
He's.
Oh, my gosh. Whoops. Oh,
Hey, do your cop stuff
oh,
he has
God.
one gun.
with your lone little
Poor
pistol.
people.
Enough. It's a pleasure to meet you.
I think we're gonna.
We're going to
Oh,
execute him.
God.
in
They're
front
just
of
taking him.
everybody.
Oh.
There are 7 safeguards on our vault, and the code key is only one of them. You'll never get it open. Then there's no reason not to tell it to us. I'm telling you, you just have to kill
No. John, do something.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay. Wait, his head.
Ah.
Oh,
Crap.
Just wait.
Do it the hard way.
This guy just reminds me of a model.
Oh, God. Yeah.
I'm Fabio. I love the hair in this one.
Yes.
Very
God.
good. The model.
Bill got dressed for the occasion.
Oh, wow.
This is where stealth comes in handy, like The Last of Us.
I promise I won't hurt you.
yeah.
Right.
I have a-
Yeah, sure.
Decoy. Haha. Good.
Ooh. Oh no, that was a lie. Right down
Drop the kid.
Woohoo.
Just-
Good. Okay.
See, now I made more
there.
noise.
Rosie.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Don't let him waste all his ammo. You need that gun.
We have left nothing to chance.
Oh, so my goodness, look at that. Whoa.
Um,
Mayday, mayday. Anyone copying Channel 9? Terrorists have seized the Nakatomi building and are holding at
that's
least
gonna
30
be
hostages.
them.
I
Well.
repeat,
Honey.
unknown number of terrorists.
Go, go!
I can't believe
That was
that.
stupid. Why did you do that? Yeah.
This is a reserve channel.
Yeah.
Why
If
wouldn't
this
they
is an emergency
listen?
call,
Come
dial
on.
911 on your telephone.
Can't you just
I'll have-
Arrest me. Just send the police now.
Oh, my.
hear that?
Oh, God.
Family Matters.
Oh my
Oh,
God!
my
I love
yes.
That's
Family
a dad.
Oh, my
Matters.
God,
What's
I
his name?
did.
Carl, right? Oh,
Yeah.
that's so
Carl,
cute.
yeah. Ooh, ooh.
Honey, you're screwed, man. How's he gonna get out of this? Good. Now let it go. Good. Oh, just in time.
Oh God, that's scary. Look how high
Yeah,
up he
like
is.
that. Oh, God.
Honey's always
Ooh.
racing with the gun.
Yeah, don't snap. Holy crap.
Ooh.
It's a strong gun. Oh God, he's gonna fall. He has to grab something.
Yes.
Here it goes, bye-bye.
What do you mean if he grabs it?
Oh,
Oh, gosh.
damn. Damn.
Noisy.
Oh, he hears now. Great.
You can see him. So.
Oh.
Oh, great.
Oh, he's gonna see if it.
Oh,
Smart.
Mhm.
You got a good
Go on,
shot
all
right
fours.
there. Come on.
You're just gonna do a five.
No signs of disturbance.
They don't go inside or anything.
Do something. Do something.
yes.
Get his attention, John.
I'm gonna go in for a closer look.
Oh, he's gonna die.
It's not a guard, though.
Oh, I hope they don't take him as a hostage.
Oh, I hope not.
Ready?
Oh
Oh, come on.
no! Oh, good.
You can't hear any of this.
Doesn't hear gunshots, though.
Probably
It's a big
somebody
building.
high.
heads up.
So high up.
Yeah.
Oh, right in your.
Oh, gotcha.
Well, this she got out of the
Bam!
car. and checked.
Whoa.
Call.
Looks like he's so good. He's
Whoa.
calling us back up as he's going
My
backwards.
God.
Stop, you're gonna kill yourself.
Oh, oh.
I need backup assistance now. Now, goddammit.
God, they're so freaking
Oh, gee.
slow.
Come on, guys.
What?
Here we
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Hello.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Is that where that came from? My friends say stuff like that.
I don't have the new They're shooting at him.
No.
They can't see anything. They're shooting at the lights.
Listen to the cop. He needs to be
Yeah.
promoted.
And he's just standing.
Sorry.
Holy crap. Well, they definitely came prepared.
Yeah.
He got it bolted down to use it, right?
Yeah. Okay, jump and get out.
Oh boy, I had a feeling that was gonna.
Oh.
Hope I'm not interrupting.
What does he want?
Yeah, you did.
It's not what I want, it's what I can give you.
Oh, he's gonna give him info on him.
Oh,
John.
jeez.
Mr. McLean.
Damn him.
See, he
Mr.
did.
Officer.
And then we
His
just can't
mouth.
kill him.
John McLean of...
He thinks he's gonna live through this.
All right, John,
Yeah,
listen.
he's not gonna live. Yeah.
I want the detonators, or they're gonna kill me.
Oh no, no.
Yep. Bye bye.
No!
I had a feeling they were gonna kill him.
Oh, barefoot guy, watch out! You're in trouble now. Roy's gonna get you.
You're one of them.
Look at him cower.
Please, no, please.
Yes, definitely kill him.
Don't
Wow.
trust him.
I managed to get out of there.
See, because he doesn't know. But does he recognize
yeah,
his
he
voice?
doesn't. Yeah.
It's too noisy.
Oh, I wouldn't trust.
Oh, he's a gun right there, yeah.
The gun's right there. Oh my God! If he only knew. This is
That's right,
crazy.
my
What
God,
a
that's
twist.
crazy. That's crazy.
Know how to use a handgun, Bill?
Don't!
Oh,
really?
no!
God,
Are you
don't know.
being serious,
Oh,
honey?
come on, this
Ask
is
for
really...
his ID, and you can tell if it's real or not.
Stupid to you. Stuff there. Come.
Whoops.
It better not be.
Say, yeah, there's no bullets in there. Good.
You wanted a test. Please,
Yeah.
please.
See?
See?
I knew that there wasn't any bullets.
Good. She's so smart.
Yeah, thank you.
That's right.
You were saying?
Oh, it was picked off his head.
Mm-hmm.
God, almighty, what craziness.
Luckily his eyes are still okay.
What's he gonna do?
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah, get
Yes,
barefoot.
he knows he's barefoot.
Yes.
Oh,
God, his feet. Oh, yep. Ooh, yeah, got shot.
Ooh.
honey.
Oh, jeez.
That sucks. Dun, 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 dun. Ah. Wow, all kinds of artifacts. What's with boob hitting?
Yeah.
God, he's strong, huh?
I know. I
He's a
can't
big
even
arms.
imagine what his
Whoa.
big dog could.
You're gonna.
There they
Oh,
Oh
my
no!
gosh,
It's that
right there.
Carl
Oh,
guy.
my God. Oh, no.
Good. Ha.
Yeah, nice. Wow, how much
Oh,
more can you
jeez.
take?
Oh, we did get shot
Oh.
twice.
Are you serious?
My-
Pull his
Jeez.
hair. No.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
don't let him
His neck,
take
and
him.
then push him.
Oh yeah, chin up.
wow, there.
Oh.
Whoa, what a change.
There's a bigger picture.
God, don't go after him.
Oh, they're gonna think it's John.
Oh,
No.
jeez. Whoa.
Oh God,
Oh,
that was
come on. Oh, my God.
wrong timing there, John.
Oh,
No.
God.
Let's go sever the hose.
Whoa.
And they're gone.
Oh, what?
Ooh,
Sever
and
the road.
snag.
Ooh,
Yeah,
more glass on his
Crash.
feet now.
Stabby. Ooh, and pull.
Oh.
Pull. Two left.
Hey,
Like Deadpool.
What was it you said to me before?
grab it, honey.
I'm gonna
Keep
try
on
again.
alive.
Yay. Motherfucker.
Oh,
The suspense is still.
And what does he have?
oh.
Oh, he's a tape to his
Oh.
back. Whoa, good shot.
Whoa.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Sorry, Rickman. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Good riddance.
Yeah. Friends for life.
That's right.
Watch. Oh, look at it.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yes. Yeah, that's good. Good for him.
Oh,
Oh my God.
I want to come over for dinner.
Yes. Bring Twinkies.
Oh,
Oh
Oh,
God,
my
he's
God,
alive
yes.
still.
You're gonna get it.
what?
My God, who is it?
Carl. I'm sorry, Al did it.
Oh, yes.
Oh. Oh man. That's good.
And that's it. Wow.
Wow.
That was good.
happen. Snow, little snow, little snow. Oh, God.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
Excellent.
How funny, yeah, because it's like definitely not a
Oh,
Christmas
God.
movie,
Oh, my God.
but
Oh,
that's funny. Okay, because you're constantly
That's
reminded
good.
that
My
it's Christmas
God.
time.
Yes,
you
it
have
is.
this like
My
bad
God.
terrorist thing going on. But
Oh,
what did you
my
guys think?
Wow, there was a lot of action and
Yeah.
so much
All the way
action.
through. Not what
Wow.
I expected.
So much.
Thank God
Ah.
Holly's husband was a cop because, boy, he came through for them.
Yeah.
It sure does. Oh my
Wow,
God.
yeah, it was so intense, and he, by chance, happened to be there. It was all by mistake, he said, and he was the one who took out a lot of the terrorists there, and he
Yes,
saved
he
a lot of
did.
lives. It was intense all the way through.
The entire way. And
The sergeant, I gotta give the sergeant a lot of credit. He stuck with him.
I love him. I kept calling him Carl because
I was
Mom
gonna
and
say
I
Carl
know
too.
him,
Yes,
Kim
we
does
called
too.
Carl.
We know Family Matters, and we know him
Yes.
as Carl, and I knew him as a kid growing up because we used to watch Family Matters
like
and
that,
love
yeah.
that show. That was
Yeah.
one of our favorite shows
It
growing up.
was.
That and
Yes.
Full House, and I don't know,
Yes.
those are the two shows we
Yeah,
always
yeah.
watched. But yeah, so I only know him from that, and it was cool to actually see him in this too, and actually in a movie. I was like, ooh, he's in a movie
And
too.
then anything happening to him.
I know, I kept thinking that too because I loved
I
him
know,
so much in that.
he's
I'm
such
like,
a love bug.
yeah, and he's a cop in that as well. So it's like, I really hope he's not
Oh,
just
gosh,
like a
yes.
quick, appearance and then he's gone right in the beginning when no one believes
Yes,
that
and
there's
it could have
something
went
going
that
on.
way with
Yeah.
that fake guard.
Yeah.
Just drove around.
And I was so amazed. It was so frustrating. That was the point. But how no one believed the stress call. Like, you're like, okay,
That's
whatever.
right.
It's
Yeah,
just a
what the
secure
heck?
line. Like, I'm going to report you. Like, if
Yes.
anyone's calling
That's
in, maybe they get calls like that a lot. But if someone's calling and saying
They
there's
should
terrorists
follow
here,
through on it.
maybe it was just more relaxed
They
so many
did.
years ago. But
Yeah.
it's like, oh, yeah, whatever. Like, just to be
Right,
like
just
that.
to call them out because every second counts, and if they're calling
And
out
you
a
hear
bad line,
gunshots
either
at one
way.
point, and it's like, yeah, maybe have a car go by and just see. Like, didn't you
Thank
just hear
God.
possible
Yeah.
gunshots? It might have sounded different, but what else could it be? Like you wouldn't be
You
more
should always
concerned about
investigate.
it. But then even Al driving around there and just saying, yeah, it looks clear. They're not even doing a thorough search. They're just kind of looking around going like,
Yep.
no, I don't see anything. So,
Yeah, so
boy,
it was
boy.
good that he actually went in to just make sure with the guard that everything.
yeah, and he went in and
That's
he
right,
was like,
yeah.
screw this, and left still. Like, he
Yeah.
didn't even know.
That's
Because
true.
John had to go and throw the guy out the window to get his
I know, to
attention.
get his
Right, yeah.
attention.
My
So
God,
even
yeah.
doing that, like, holy crap, this whole thing could have succeeded if John didn't do that.
That's right.
Yeah.
So that was bad.
That's
I mean, I'm glad that
yeah.
it worked out in that way, but I was so frustrated with the FBI and cops because everything was so sloppy, like you said,
That's
Kim.
right.
Like, everything
And-
was just messed up,
But
and it was
boy,
up
that-
to Al and John working together to make
Yeah,
it
and
work.
even Al's boss, Dwayne.
Dwayne,
the-
yeah,
the
he was
chief,
an idiot.
His name was
Such an
Dwayne
idiot.
Johnson. I was laughing at the name.
Right, no.
I'm like, Dwayne Johnson, it's like
No.
The Rock, right?
That's right. I like the rock.
Dwayne, I don't know what his last name was, but the
No.
two FBI guys for Johnson, they weren't
Johnson,
related,
yeah.
they said.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, that's right.
but
yeah.
Dwayne, I mean, he was a jerk. He
He
wasn't
was a
listening to
typical
Al.
jerk, yes.
It was like, no, like, if you have a hostage situation,
Mm-hmm.
I
Oh,
mean,
gee.
you can't just have this one guy just rolling with the punches and not listening to Al, that's,
See?
has been in contact with John. I mean, he's not even listening to the whole scenario. He's just going to send guys
And I
in
get what
there.
he's saying too,
That's
because he's
right.
like, you don't even know this guy on the phone, this Roy guy. Like, we don't even know if he's a terrorist trying to reel us in. But either way, not that we know protocol, but
That's
you don't
right.
want to just barge in if there's hostages. Because even
Oh
Al was
my
saying, you don't know
gosh.
if they have a bunch of hostages. There could be up to
That's
30
right.
or more in there. And they're like, well, we got to do something. And, usually you would think that the hostages would come first and they would find some other tactic instead of just barging in the front
right,
there.
yeah.
So I felt like things were kind of like delayed and like, what? Because it was more
Yes.
about John and Al learning
Yes, and
together
having
that
all,
they
against all odds.
had to lead
That's
this
right.
to make it happen correctly. So I love them together, how they
Yeah,
never
that was
met
good.
before, but they both had harsh things happen to them,
That's right.
and them just talking and bonding on the walkie-talkie and becoming really good friends that way, and how
Yes.
they had an ultimate trust off the bat, and...
They did.
And then
They
they were
did.
like great
That's
friends
really good,
afterwards.
yeah.
So I enjoyed that relationship a lot.
Yeah.
And having the wife, like, I thought the wife was going to be just a motivator to be like, okay, well, we really like her and her husband were really strained because of her job and his job, and it's really stressful, and we were going to feel so bad because then she was going to get murdered, and then that was going to initiate this whole like revenge thing
That's
of
right.
him like really mad about his wife dying. But I'm happy that it was him being a cop trying to protect the people there, and he cared about his wife. And I was worried he was going to try to stay there and somehow like interact with the bad people there more.
Yeah.
Instead, he took off, which was better because there were so many terrorists there that if he just stayed, what else can you really do at that point? They'll disarm you, and then you're screwed. So I'm glad he
And then
did
you have
take
no
off.
one coming up for them.
That's right.
Because I thought he'd want to stay with his wife, but he was a good cop in this way. If he stayed, they all would have been screwed, but he took off, and he was able to take out a lot of guys and kind of run the show from the middle ground, I guess. I was going to say outside, but that's the cops. But
Yeah.
so
and
very good.
I felt so bad about Al when he said about he accidentally shot a boy when he was 11 years old.
Yeah, 13. But yeah, it was
13,
really,
yeah.
it really young. It's really young.
Yeah,
And he
it's
said it was dark, and we didn't
dark,
hear what
yeah.
kind of crime it was, but I guess he was,
So
right? We
bad
didn't
for
hear.
him.
He had some kind of laser gun. He has some kind of like.
He's looking like he had a gun, but it
Yeah,
wasn't
toy
really an
gun.
actual
Yeah,
gun,
see,
and he couldn't see him. And then after that,
Yeah.
he decided he couldn't do this anymore, couldn't shoot anymore, which understandably so. Thank God he could still be a cop too. I mean, after something like that, even though he didn't mean to, depending on how it happens, and
Yeah.
Right,
he
and if it was
just
considered an accident, and he just
and maybe
was
the kid, if there's no
undestined.
witnesses there too, though, like what do you do? Because maybe the kid wasn't thinking correctly and just pointed the gun at him, just thinking they were playing along or something. I don't know.
It's
That he
sad.
just reacted to
On both
defend
sides.
himself. So it was really sad. But I am happy he was able to get in that final shot to kill
Yes.
that one
Yes.
guy.
Yeah,
Now,
thank goodness. Yeah.
I thought it was kind of funny he survived, but it's like all these other shows that we've been watching and movies where double tap, or sometimes you have to have
Yeah,
that one
right?
bad guy come back for one
I
final
know. It's like,
hurrah.
how did
Yeah,
you get
what the
off of
heck?
that chain
Yeah, because
there,
he was
buddy?
like
That's
chained
right.
up and he was like dead for a
Yeah,
while. He was
this-
hanging there for quite some time from his neck.
Yeah.
So I don't know
Unless
how
someone
Wow.
running down the stairs, one of the survivors.
I'm sorry, let me
Yeah.
take you
It must
down.
be
I know you're one
What
of
a
the
chick.
killers because they were there with them for a while, so not to know.
my
But
God.
yeah, like how did that happen? So I think it was just for that last moment, so Al could actually wrap
Yeah,
it up.
can you-
I wonder if
right.
that was like a last minute idea, like after the story was completed. They were like, hey, let's
Oh,
just like
maybe.
do this.
And
just
maybe for a second movie, because now maybe
hope-
John will stay in LA
maybe, yeah.
Oh,
and
maybe.
Ollie, and then be partners.
Because they seem
with
to
Al.
work things out at the end, so that was good. And I
Yeah.
really
Almost
hope
looks
so
like-
that Al will stay with him. I want to
That's
say
good.
Carl so bad, I'm sorry.
I know.
Yeah, that's right.
But I really enjoyed him in this, and I hope he does come
Yes.
back for the second one, because we did look up when we went on Amazon to watch this movie that there's a lot of Die Hard movies. I was like, holy
Oh,
crap, I thought there
could
might
be.
be 2, but there's like 5, I think.
Oh,
From
my
what I saw
gosh.
like different names. Sometimes they say 1, 2, 3, but I think they said 1, 2, and then they started changing the title names. But
Wow.
yeah, so I'm curious what you guys think of this movie. We did get this request a lot, so I'm sure a lot of people liked it. Rated R. It wasn't a bad rated R. It was violent, but I could handle it. It was suspenseful.
Yeah, it's
It wasn't
Yes.
truly gory, had a lot of blood,
Yeah,
but it
they
wasn't
had
like
a couple of
disturbing.
headshot, you know.
They had a few
Yeah.
headshots, and it was really scary. It
owner.
was, but I could handle it, and I did enjoy
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I really did
It was
enjoy it.
good.
A lot
It
of
was good.
action in it. I love Bruce
I
Willis.
felt bad
Yes.
for the owner when he gave this nice holiday party.
Mm.
You know, he's there
That's
with.
right. The poor
It was a little wild.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was.
yes.
I mean,
Hooking up with people.
that
I mean,
whole place was
enjoyed.
just insane, and
My
having a
gosh.
waterfall with a pond in there was so gorgeous,
Yeah.
you know. And he's like, "Oh, wait till it's finished. We're still working on the other floors or whatever." And
Yeah.
I'm like, "Holy
he
crap!"
was very
that was funny.
excited, very much of
And
you
his
know,
full too,
Yeah,
like
poor
how
guy.
much money he had, but
family orientated.
yeah,
Yes.
and of course we care about
right.
him. So right away I was like, he's gonna die. Did you guys think he was gonna die, or maybe get out of it?
I did.
had a
I
feeling-
thought
I
he
had a
was
feeling
going to
he
give
was.
himself up for the company, for the good of the people, and not give up his money.
That's right.
I mean, he had a lot of fail safes to not for that vault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They thought of everything, but this, you know, John really put the wrench into everything, like they
Yeah,
say. But
right.
they didn't even focus on like the hostages. They could have played that more. Like, I'm gonna shoot. You know.
Yeah, but it was like John was the
Yeah,
main focus. You have to go after
something, yeah.
him. But I like how they threw that into the whole equation. Where here, Alan Rickman's character, I just love his name. So, anyways,
Boy, I love that voice.
yeah, Alan
Yes,
Rickman. I
I
love
do.
him as Severus Snape. You know, and we saw
Yes.
him as Grabthar's hammer in
Right.
Galaxy Quest. So I
Yes,
love
yes.
that. Love that movie. But that was so good. And but yeah, so him like going after this other guy because he had such a
Wow,
great
yeah.
plan on how to get away with this, and even with the FBI showing up. But then you have this guy now who's disrupting all your plans.
Yeah, because it
And-
looked like it was really
Right.
thought out. And that Theo guy, that IT guy, what a little
Oh,
demon.
yeah.
He
he
was
was
creepy. I know
like, damn
him
it, yeah.
walking in right away, like distracting the actual guard that was there, and then
Yeah.
just
The
shooting
mastermind
him
of it all.
right away.
Yeah.
His friend just shooting him right away, and he was a distraction. Like, no second thought. Like, that was the plan.
Yeah,
no
he
remorse.
actually
No
got a
one
kick
care.
out of it.
And I'm just shocked. And again, it's just a movie, so we're jumping right into this action movie. But to have one guard, and you have this major party that brings some attention in, because you have a lot of people going to this big event, and they're all stuck in one place, and you only have one guard. You have a huge security system. So when you think that through, that you can take out one guard and you can get locked in and screwed over, like
Especially when you have the
one
vault
guard.
there.
Well,
With
that's
the
right,
vault
that
there
vault
of
is there.
millions,
Yeah,
hundreds of
and
millions,
Like,
what,
if you have-
600
Whoa.
million or something like that,
Come
like.
on.
$640
They
million.
could have guards
Just
all over the
insane. Like, you
place.
wouldn't think that through. So that whole part was like, really,
Yeah,
like,
that
that's
was
like
really,
the
yeah.
best you can come up with. So I felt really bad with that main guy dying, because he was really caring and he was quiet. Not that he was being cowardly, but no one wanted to say anything, because you don't know what these guys are going to do anyways. Like, if he
Right, and they're gonna
says
shoot
it's
him
me,
right
they might
away.
shoot everyone. They might shoot him first and then say, oh, we can't have any witnesses. Let's kill everyone. You never know.
That's right,
So
yeah.
you're just kind of feeling it out as you go. And he finally got annoyed enough where he said something. But when he started saying, I can't tell you the code from here, we have to call out to someone else, I wonder if he was just saying that, because in the beginning I thought he was just saying that just to prolong it. But then I was like, he was nervous, so I don't know if he was saying that as a truthful thing, or
Yeah.
just because he was so good at not actually breaking down and saying it. He just knew he was going to die anyway, so he was just pleading.
Yeah, I'm
You know,
curious too.
yeah.
I'm wondering if he doesn't know it and he has.
Because that's what it
baseball
seemed
other-
like right at the last
Yeah.
moment,
Yeah.
but I'm not sure
Yeah.
if he just said it like that just to hope that they would stop
Yeah.
asking him and not kill him. And he did know, you know what I mean? So I don't know
Yeah.
which way it went,
That's
because he
sad.
was like staying true for a while, knowing that he would probably die. But
Yeah.
I did feel so bad for him. And up to that moment, I thought he would die after they found out who he was, or, you know, that's the guy they were looking for. Then once they brought him out and John was watching them from afar through the office glass, I was like, well, maybe he will save him. Like that last second before he died, I was like, maybe he'll save him, but how could he? Because there's too many of them, and if he made himself known and shoot his way out, like, it would be too close. And
Right, I think he
impossible
would have
to
been
get
dead
away.
still anyway.
like he was
Don't
saying,
know.
I'm glad he
Probably.
voiced that too, because that's what everyone I'm sure was thinking, and so he had to voice it. I'd be dead too, just to make it like, okay, we're not going to debate that anymore. You know,
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
it's an
Yeah.
I
impossible-
like the way he was talking to himself through situations.
Me too.
Yeah.
Wow, come to here, come.
Yeah, and to be
California.
alone, you know, you
Yeah.
gotta kind of work it out with yourself, I
Oh
guess,
my
so you don't
gosh.
go crazy. But, and how Alan Rickman's character also, like, cowardly freaked out when he actually met up with John.
Yes.
And
That's
that
right, yeah.
was a way to throw him off, but I think he was serious in that moment when he saw the gun and kind of knew who it was, that he just freaked out, scared, and
Yeah.
then even though he was freaking out for real, I think in that moment he decided to play up as a
Yes.
victim.
Yes.
That's right.
I don't
yeah.
think right from the start.
Right.
I think he
And
was
how
actually
smart was that?
scared.
That was
Oh,
very
yeah.
smart.
That
But
was.
his
That was very
voice is
smart.
too low. You can really tell.
I
that-
know, and it was so
Yeah, that's
awkward when
right,
he was
my
trying
God,
to
that
change
was.
his
Yes.
accent. And I like
What you
how,
really play.
and we were freaked out by it, but I like how John actually gave him a gun, and that was a good test, because I was like, there's no
I
way,
was
like,
wondering
he's
if
way
bullets in
smarter
there.
than that. He's
And
done
I was like, oh my
so
God,
many
he's falling
different.
for it.
Yeah, and he's so
Yeah,
good at
of
his
course.
job. There's no way he's going to give a
I
gun.
don't
He's been
know.
surviving this long. Like, he understands. Like, he knows
That's
a fake
right, he
profile
knows.
when he sees it. Like, he won't give a gun to a random person.
No,
And he
definitely not.
recognizes
Be a
his
cop, yeah.
voice. So I'm glad he did that as a test. Just
I am
to
too,
see.
because I
Say
totally
yes,
fell
me
for
too.
it.
Yeah, I was like, I hope so, you know.
I fell for it at first. I said, no, it must not have bullets in there.
Yeah,
You know,
'cause
Yes, he's in.
we've seen that before, and that's where we're like, we don't know sometimes.
Yeah, it's
No
interesting.
spoilers, but.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, so I think this was really good, very intense. I thought, again, the wife was going to die in the beginning too.
I did too,
Yeah.
especially
Happens to
with
revenge.
that party goer Ellis. I thought he was going to call her out right away.
Right
Oh,
away.
me
That's
too.
what I thought
Yes.
too, because
Oh, you can
Yeah.
negotiate with him because he's trying to get, I'm a big deal maker.
Yeah.
I can do all these negotiations. I
Mhm.
thought he was going to bring her, drag her in and, just, not physically, but say, no, this is John, a guy who's making your life miserable right now. This
Yeah.
is his wife. You
Yeah.
can
And I'm
say-
glad he was actually
That's
better
right.
than that, because I thought it would be, some parts were predictable, but I thought it was going to be very straightforward, where
Yeah.
he was twitchy, he was doing coke in the beginning, like,
Yeah.
he still got a little Anya, and he was so like, cocky and twitchy, and I'm like, he's totally just going to fend for himself, and
Yeah.
right away, yes, right when the terrorists came in, I was like, yeah, he's totally just going to say, once they found out about John missing and messing with them,
Ooh, yeah.
this is
That's
his
right, yeah.
wife, so so I told you that, so now I'm okay. Please let me go. I'm good. And I thought he would die anyways, but I thought he was going to do something like that. So I'm glad he was trying to negotiate, as sucky as that was, though, because then I felt bad and he got killed.
Yeah.
But when he didn't realize what he was up against, and he was so cocky, thinking like, oh, well, I'm a negotiator, or I sell things, or whatever he said. And he really thought that he had that. And he never said anything about his wife, though.
That's good.
And he actually
yes,
tried
I'm
to
very
bargain with
surprised
him.
at that. I was
Me too.
pleasantly
So that was
surprised
nice
at
to see
that.
that,
That's
because I
good.
really
Yeah.
judged him from the beginning that he was just going to be terrible all around.
Yeah.
So
And I was so proud of
devastating.
John
Mhm.
going up, getting those hostages from the roof, bringing them back down.
Yeah.
and then
having the
shooting,
cops and
and
the
then they all think he did it.
I was so
And then they
proud of him,
died,
though,
so now
because
no
he's
one
like,
saw that.
I can't tell them why. There's no time. Just
That's
shoot.
right.
Unfortunately.
When you have chaos like that, and you
Right.
never know
Yeah.
again, like what you would do in a situation like that, and watching all these hostages freaking out, I'm like, stop screaming, but it's chaotic. You're
Yeah.
terrified, you know. So that's
like
the
that.
only action
Oh
they
my gosh,
understand
yeah.
is gun firing. So they're like, ugh, and even then they're screaming and not reacting
Yeah.
appropriately. You know, when they're supposed to take off, they're just running in circles and not making any progress.
Jeez.
But yeah, so it really sucked that all of a sudden he looks like the terrorist after all this time. And I was just amazed at how sloppy the cops were in this.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
yeah,
again, the
very
main
young.
focus
They
was
were
John
driven
and
by their
Al,
egos.
and they should
Yeah,
have led the
yes.
whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they were all like
That
all
was
over
very
the
good.
place and not believing each other and just being like, you know, jumping head first without even thinking.
They were. And the FBI was treating Dwayne like Dwayne was treating Al.
That's
They were
I
all
know, just
like,
going
no,
down the-
I'm ahead of you. You know,
down the
they were-
line.
Right? Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, so I really liked this movie. It was very different from what I thought it was going to be. For some reason, I thought it was going to travel around the world, and this guy was just going to be on mission, killing a lot of people in really bad ways. But we were stationary. It was about a building. You had good people, and he was a good cop.
He was a great cop.
That's
Yeah,
nice.
and it was just
Very
him. I thought it was going to be a bunch of people. Like he had a group of
Yeah,
people
it
with
was
him
very
or something
impressive,
to help him
yeah.
out. But
Wow,
and Al too
very
from the
good.
outside.
Yeah, he
Wow,
was.
yeah,
He was
so
great.
good. Yes.
It was
And the
Yeah.
kid, we didn't talk about Argyle. He sat in that
Oh,
limo
my-
the whole time.
Yeah,
partying
I
away.
didn't
liked him a
realize
lot.
it.
Yeah, because I was like, this poor guy, he's sitting out there, he's
Listened to
so
his
loyal to
music.
him. It's his first time, like, driving a limo.
Yeah.
And he's just
loyal.
like the humor in the background, stuck in a garage. And we always think the worst, at least I do. And I was like, I hope no one sneaks up to his window and shoots him. And
I thought like
he's
a body
funny.
was going to land on his car or something.
Oh
or they were
my
gonna
gosh,
shoot it up
yeah.
accidentally.
Later on or something when
Definitely.
yeah, I mean, and I thought maybe he would just drive through the gate and bust the gate open, then people can escape that way.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
kind of thinking that.
Finally get.
But I'm happy he stayed and he didn't get hurt and he was able to take out that one guy that was opening up the
That's
safe
right, yeah.
or the vault.
And I'm surprised he knew that was a bad guy. Did we
Yeah,
see
it was,
something
yeah,
that I
all of a
didn't
sudden.
like?
No, I think he just had the right hunch.
Just for fun.
Yeah.
They were in that
That's
truck
right,
and they
yeah.
pulled an ambulance out and he's like, that's not normal. And maybe just hearing things on the radio
Yeah,
just
yeah,
associated
yeah.
that.
You
But
know
he
what?
never
I'm
saw
gonna-
him before, so that was a good guess. It was still a
Yeah.
guess
Yeah.
though.
Thank God he did.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw a gun on him or anything, but if you guys can answer that, we love how you guys answer our
He was
questions
funny.
because sometimes we're
That's
like,
right,
wait a
yeah, thanks.
second. But I am happy he was right and he was able to help out and take that guy out.
That's right. It was good.
Yeah. So all that money got burnt up for the most part, right? Just flying in the air
Oh
got
man,
burnt
just
up.
My gosh.
flying down.
That whole building.
Down.
This guy built up this whole corporation or whatever, and now it's like all
Boy,
gone.
everything's gone.
That's
Wow.
one part
Oh,
you'll never
geez.
forget.
Yeah.
That's
So again,
for
like I
sure.
think it's funny because it's not a Christmas movie, but then here we are constantly reminded that it's around the holidays. You have Christmas trees, and you have the Christmas music, and sometimes
The
it kind
Santa hat on
of
that
mixes
person.
with the
Santa,
action
yeah.
music. And I was like, oh God! So it kind of makes you a little relaxed, or it kind of makes you laugh a little bit because it's like, oh, okay, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
That's
Oh,
right.
yeah, right.
But yeah, so I like this movie. Did you guys like it?
Yeah,
I
it
did.
was
I
good,
really
very
did.
Good. Yes,
Bruce
it
Willis
did.
without a shirt on, that was fun.
Yes.
You know, I felt bad for
Yes,
the
he had to
character, but
take
of
it
course
to
he's
me,
dirty,
to-
shirtless.
Yeah, it's like
To
that.
clean up his feet.
Yeah. And Alan Rickman, love you so much. I'm so
Yeah.
sad. Like, he's so amazing. His character, though, bye. Like, he's such a good
That's right.
actor, though.
Yes.
And, yeah, so I think we'll end it there.
That's it.
Please let us know what you think of this movie. Thank you so much for watching. Happy holidays. And we'll see you very soon, as always, guys.
Thank you.
Please
Bye.
subscribe. Bye.
Yeah, bye. Thumbs up.